Today is Thursday, July 30th. As you may or may not know, I'm a morning person. I love to get up early and read and write and study just before or as the sun is coming up. Yet sometimes things don't work out quite that way, and I end up waking up way too early. This morning was one of those days. I guess I had a lot on my mind. I still started the morning the same way, however, reading the news. And just before I was done checking out all my usual sites and was thoroughly depressed by all I read, I came across a most remarkable piece. It brought me to tears. John Lewis was born the son of sharecroppers in Alabama. He grew up on his family's farm and attended segregated public schools. As a young boy, he was inspired by the activism surrounding the Montgomery bus boycott and the words of the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. In those pivotal moments, he made a decision to become part of the civil rights movement. Later in his life, he was elected to Congress and served as a representative of Georgia's 5th Congressional District until a couple weeks ago, when he died of pancreatic cancer. Evidently, about a month ago, Congressman Lewis wrote a short essay and sent it to the New York Times. He asked them to publish it on the day of his funeral service. This is what I came across this morning. What follows are some of his words from that piece. Of course, if you're interested in the full essay, please check it out at nytimes.com. I hope these words are as inspirational and moving for you as they were for me this morning. Congressman Lewis writes, "While my time here has now come to an end, I want you to know that in the last few days and hours of my life, you inspired me. You filled me with hope about the next chapter of the great American story when you used your power to make a difference in our society. Millions of people motivated simply by human compassion laid down the burdens of division. Around the country and the world, you set aside race and class, language, age, and nationality to demand respect for human dignity. Emmett Till was my George Floyd. He was 14 when he was killed, and I was only 15 years old at the time. I will never forget the moment when it became so clear that he could easily have been me." Like so many young people today, I was searching for a way out, or some might say a way in. And then I heard the voice of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on an old radio. He was talking about the philosophy and discipline of nonviolence. He said we are all complicit when we tolerate injustice. He said it is not enough to say it will get better by and by. He said each of us has a moral obligation to stand up, speak out, and speak up. When you see something that is not right, you must say something. You must do something. Democracy is not a state. It is an act. And each generation must do its part to help build up what we called the beloved community, a nation, and a world society at peace with itself. Ordinary people with extraordinary vision can redeem the soul of America by getting in what I call good trouble, necessary trouble. Voting and participating in the democratic process are key. Though I may not be here with you, I urge you to answer the highest calling of your heart and stand up for what you truly believe. In my life, I have done all I can to demonstrate that the way of peace, the way of love and nonviolence, is the more excellent way. So I say to you, walk with the wind, brothers and sisters, and let the spirit of peace and the power of everlasting love be your guide. And I say, Amen. Have a great day.